Hi students, so what we're going to do is show you how to build the box if you are building from a kit. If you requested a fully built box, you'll get that, so don't worry about that. What you're going to have in your kit is 16 of these little screws, 4 of these big screws, 4 little blocks like this, that's your support, 3 of this size, which is going to be your side, 2 of your sides and your base, your bottom, and 2 of this size, which is going to be your sides. So the first thing that you're going to do, and keep in mind that this is a really easy plan to build one. This isn't supposed to be complicated or difficult. And if one of your grown-ups at home has a different plan that they want to use, you can totally do that. So the way that I like to set mine up, if I'm not using any clamps or anything, is I just have it, I make it almost like a little tabletop. Just like this. And I'm gonna line these up, but I'm not gonna worry about getting them too perfect because we're gonna adjust after each time we screw in one of the legs or one of the supports. And I'm going to grab my drill and one of my longer screws. And you're gonna wanna have an adult help you with this step because this can be really hard, especially because it'll move around a lot. And I'm just going to drill it in from the base into my support. And you'll see mine kind of knocked down, that's totally fine. I didn't put mine all the way in because I want to adjust it a little bit. So I have it where I want it. And now I'm going to go the rest of the way. And then you're going to repeat that until you have all 4 done. Okay, so now you should have all 4 screwed in. It should look something like this. Go ahead and set it down this way. The next thing you're going to do is your sides. And you're just going to line these up with the edges right here. Let's see if I can give you a better angle. Just like this. And then you'll be screwing into it. If you have one of your pieces that might not be perfectly on the edge, and you might have like a little gap, that's totally okay because the screws are going to do their job and hold it together still. And just keep in mind that if you have little gaps, it's not a big deal with a planter. It's still going to work just fine. So for this, you're going to screw in and make sure you're not screwing into your base. Make sure you're just screwing into your supports. Okay? Okay, so now you should have your 2 sides on, and we're going to go ahead and do the last step, which is your last 2 small sides. When you're lining this up, you want to make sure that it is covering. You'll notice a difference, so that is not correct. You want it to fit so it's nice and flush. So go ahead and again use your small screws to go ahead and attach these small sides. Okay, so now you have this built. Truman says hi. Truman, get away from the camera. Go, good boy. And you have what looks like a small little window box, which is going to be your planter. The next thing you're going to do is you have a choice. You can either use some gravel or some rock at the very bottom for drainage, or you can just drill some holes in the bottom to create a way for excess water to get out. These are made of cedar with the supports being redwood, so they're going to do really well in our climate. We want to make sure that our soil when we're planting stays moist but not wet. We don't want our soil soaked, and remember that we're starting our seeds indoors to protect them. If when you're growing your seeds, and we'll talk about this in our meetings too, if your seeds aren't growing, please let me know. I made sure that I started extra seeds and extra plants so that I can share if some of your seeds are duds, which does happen sometimes. So I hope you guys had fun building your planter, and I can't wait to see us growing our herb gardens.